Hey, say where your nose, Backbone, Dungeon Family First Generation, AKA Dr. Bartholomew Funk, AKA Front Street Shouty, AKA yeah. And I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard, and it was a complete honor. Thus be saith the Lord.
I'm still bucking like 5 Duce 4 Dre. Somebody better tell them I'm still bucking like.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We got a legend in the building, Backbone, first generation Dungeon Family, jumping off the porch with us today. What's up,
sir.
bro?
Yes, sir. What's happening? It's good.
Man,
We here.
I'm feeling good, bro. Man, it's great to have you here. It's been a long time coming for us.
Yes.
You know, we've been talking about putting this together for a while, so, you know, it's definitely a pleasure having you pull up and jump off the porch with us.
Right. Because I only wanted to come when I have something to offer the people.
Yeah.
Even if it was just a simple conversation.
Yeah.
I wanted to come when I have something to give the people. I can toot my own horn and they're gonna hear the music all day.
Yeah.
But when I got a message, that's when it's time to convey.
Yes, sir.
Bars.
Hey, man, I always say, you know, you can't, you know, call God's divine timing.
Definitely.
You know, so when it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Exactly.
And so we both knew that when it was that right time,
Yes, sir.
it was gonna be, and you gave me that call. And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Here we are.
Praise the
All
Lord.
right, so, you know, like I started off, man, Dungeon Family, first generation, legendary, you know, collective, you know, representing Atlanta to the fullest, and, you know, a huge part of just Southern hip hop history as well as Atlanta history.
Definitely.
Can you tell us how did you connect with Rico Wade, and long live Rico?
Salute.
How did you connect with Rico and the rest of the Dungeon Family, you know, to become a part of the collective?
Long story short, short story long. I said every interview, I met Cee-Lo when we were in our single digits at Greenbrier Mall. We used to hang out. God had already aligned us. I met Cujo T and Gipp in high school. We ain't know nothing about no rapping. Well, we were all rhyming, but we ain't know nothing about no rapping. And what I'm talking about is WRAPPING, rapping. We were being gifted. God was giving us our essence at an early stage in life. And according to the dispensation of timing, we somehow collectively met again at the dungeon. However, I graduated from Thera High, and 1 month after my graduation, I met Rico Wade. So it was divine. If I wasn't born the right day at the right moment, I probably would have been in the Wu-Tang Clan.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I was gonna be great.
Yeah. It was destined.
Oh yeah, definitely, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine. Ain't nobody gonna tell me different.
Come on now.
Believe it.
And for you guys to have met even before pursuing music and having dreams of being the legends that you are today, what types of things were you guys like? What were you guys into? What was that common denominator that did, you know, keep you guys rocking with each other or had y'all, you know, connected?
The beautiful women of the Atlanta public, I know y'all gonna edit it. The beautiful women of the Atlanta public school system. If it had not been for Cujo dating a girl I went to high school with, I never would have met him.
Yeah.
You understand? And me hanging out, trying to court the young ladies at the high school he went to, I never would have seen him. So we migrated in that manner, you know what I'm saying? We locked in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All divine timing, because we had no idea any of this would happen. Any of this would happen. We just came together, man, changed the weather. Now we finna reign forever. Somebody better tell them.
Yes, sir. And what part of Atlanta are you from?
Cascade, West Side,
Okay.
Zone 4, Brown High, Thera High, yes sir.
Yes, sir. Nah, that's what it do.
Yeah, Cunley Tiger.
Now, for you, was music something that you were, that was embedded in your DNA from an early age?
Definitely. My father played with Johnny Taylor, Joe Tex, James Brown, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, and quite a few others. I remember Barry White and Peabo Bryson used to come over our house and play cards when we were little. You know what I'm saying? He was in that circle.
Yeah.
So it's already was in me, you know what I'm saying? And before you even ask me the question, I'm gonna go on and segue into it. My father transitioned when I was 15.
Okay.
And he kept his saxophone with him every day. He played the saxophone and flute. Shout out Stagger Lee and John, who played on my new single, but we're gonna get into that too. But we were doing 5 Duce 4 Tray. And it had an electric bass on it. Something didn't feel right. I said, I want a stand-up bass on here. So Carlos Glover, who was Curtis Mayfield's personal engineer, called George Greer, who played the stand-up bass. My dad had a band called Hell on Dry Land, and that guy was in the band with my daddy.
Oh, wow.
Who played the bass on 5 Duce 4 Tray.
Yeah.
So my father was present on that song, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how divine it is. So that's what it is, man.
Word, nah, for sure. And at what point would you say you jumped off the porch?
When me and Cheese, my partner Cheese, tried to steal the car.
Shout out Cheese.
Yeah, man, that's my partner, man. When we tried to steal the car, and my grandfather, I thought the car was out of gas, but my grandfather had took the ignition wires from the car, so we standing out there, trying to crank the car up.
Yeah.
So we push it down to the street, get to the stop sign. I said, it should crank now. We get down the street, the ignition wires on the car. So we got to push it back up the street and put it back in the yard. When we get the car back, my granddad is standing there swinging the ignition wires. That's when I jumped out of the pool. I knew I was in trouble. I had to keep going from there. I ain't never go back home. I ain't never go back home.
Hey, you say you couldn't even deal
I ain't
with
want
the
no
wrath.
whipping. I ain't want no whipping.
Nah.
That's what these kids missing today. They don't get no whipping, man.
Yeah.
We got whipping.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I ain't never been to jail for 15 days. That's the longest I ever been.
You know, I tell people, for a lot of people, for a lot of men,
Yes.
a lot of black men, their
Yes.
first time even being in tune with a male authority figure is a police officer.
Right.
And so,
Well, at least a high school principal.
Yeah.
Maybe. One of those two, yes.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
listening. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
true
listening
that.
to you.
And so I feel like for, you know, a lot of men, not having those encounters with a man of authority at an early age makes you not able to handle that authority
Right.
the right way.
That's why so many of these young men are leading with aggression.
Yeah.
Because when they see another man, they feel threatened.
Yeah.
You understand? They feel threatened. When I see them at the gas station, they be like, what you know about them SB? Oh, man, I just took them from somebody. What side them is? Don't play with me, man. Gag. Yeah, I need photo number 3. Oh, no, Uncle, I'm talking about the weed. Bruh, I thought you said gas. Yes, I need some gas. Give me $40 on number 3. You want to give me some?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand, so you had to revert the intellectual conversation with these young guys. And a lot of them haven't even heard the word excuse me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pardon me. My bad, player. After you, sir. Young men.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them walk in the door before the little girls they courting. They walk in the door before the little girl. Let me get it right. They walk in the door before the little girls they courting.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you don't know you supposed to open that door for that lady? The girl standing outside pumping the gas. Yeah, they ain't never seen that male interaction.
Right,
And that's what's missing.
Yeah.
But we came up with that.
Yeah.
OG come down the block and say, hey man, shut down, man, all y'all go in the house. We took off like rocket. Now, what you talking about? I'm gonna tell you if you sit down and listen.
Yeah.
But you don't wanna listen.
Yeah.
Go on, go do 30 years. I see you when you get out.
Nah, for
I'll
real.
be right here with that same little pretty young lady you seen me with 25 years ago.
Yep, nah,
exactly.
for sure.
Praise the Lord.
Cats be ready to crash out. And a lot of times with only dealing with moms being in the house,
Right.
you follow her emotional lead
Yep.
and move by that way, react whenever, you know, something happens instead of thinking rationally and
Right.
being able to problem
Because they don't
solve
have
like being
that.
our
A
talk to.
woman can't raise a man. She can take care of her little boys,
Right.
but a woman can't raise a man. And psychologically, a lot of these young men do think like young ladies. That's why they are so emotional.
Yeah.
They quick to jump off. You know what I'm saying? They ready to go out here. Like, what's so fascinating about toting the gun, letting everybody see it? I don't want you to see mine. You don't want your enemy to see you sneaking up on you?
Right.
The art of war, bro. Okay, yeah, I'm like, you got me. But soon you turn your head, let me get that.
Yeah.
Please,
I feel like a lot of folks don't even read The Art of War no more.
They
Or
don't.
don't even
They don't
read
even
the
read the
48
Bible.
Laws of Power no more. Yeah, they don't read the
They don't
Bible
even read
either.
the Bible.
Yeah. Don't even understand that a lot of the problems that we going through to this day is several stories in that Bible with the, you know, with similar stories,
Yeah,
similar
similarity.
interactions.
Ain't nothing under the sun is new.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people now, I date my rhymes. Every time I write a rhyme, I put the date on it. And I tell them, we're already reading a story about one of the greatest guys that ever lived, and that story is over 6,000, 7,000 years old. 9,000 years from now, you think no folk want to hear that same story? They may not want to hear that same story. No disrespect to that story.
Yeah.
'Cause I respect it, but they might pick up the book of Backbone and want to follow my path. So let me lead in a proper manner. You know what I'm saying? Let me be an example for future generations.
Yeah.
I ain't got but one son. Rest in peace to my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? My son in prison right now. So I gotta be a better man than I was when I woke up this morning, not just yesterday.
Absolutely.
I gotta be an example. That's why I work on my sobriety every day, my psychological mindset. That's why I work on these things daily. I may not be perfect when you see me, so don't judge me in that moment, because I might be out of character.
Yeah.
But just believe I love you.
Word. No, that's real. I couldn't imagine having, you know, raise a kid, raise a son or a daughter, and then everything that you worked hard for them not to, you know, fall into, you know, they have and
Right.
you know, go to prison.
Well, he took acknowledgement. His birthday was a couple days ago. He took acknowledgement, and that's because he's a seed of mine. And I know the type of man my father was. I know the type of man my grandfather was. So he ain't too far from that tree. But he took full accountability for his action. He said, I'm the reason I'm in here. I can't point a finger at nobody else.
Yeah.
I did what I did. That's why I'm sitting down. I got 3 more birthdays in here. I ain't seen my son in 7 years.
Wow.
I got 3 more birthdays. I'm coming home, Dad, I'll make you a granddaddy.
Wow.
I said, wait a minute. I might give you a little brother, a little sister before you get out of there. Now, I'm still active. And I'm single, ladies. What's happening?
Yes, sir. so Backbone, when in your days in the dungeon,
Yes.
when you guys, you know, you said you met Cee-Lo and some of the other guys at an early age, but then you guys reconnected right after high school. How did you know that you guys had something special, like from the start when you guys were first in there?
Well, it was just genuine friendship. You understand? It wasn't thinking we was gonna be nothing, you know, astronomical, as big as the Dungeon family is. You know what I'm saying? I remember going over to Cujo's house, 1365 Wichita Drive, and seeing a poster of UGK on the wall. I had no idea who that was. I didn't know them. I was listening to Tribe Called Quest and Few Snickers.
Okay, yeah.
That's why my rhyme pattern is a little different, even
Yeah.
though I'm the first trap rapper in the city. Now, we had gangster rappers and all that. But the first trap rapper from head to toe, Concrete Law, is the first essence of it. I came out in 2001. Do the math. But what I'm saying is I knew it was something because the authenticity. Our parents would call to make sure, did they make it over there? Did they come, you know what I'm saying? The day my grandfather caught dementia, he dropped me off at Cujo House, but he could not find his way from Cujo House back to my grandmama's house, and it was just one street over. We didn't have cell phone. My grandmama beat me, like, where's your granddad? I don't know. I thought he was coming home.
Yeah.
He didn't make it home at 11:30. He said, I just couldn't think.
Wow.
That's the authenticity and the glue and the gel that God put in us to stick together. And that's where we are now. That's why this reunion, people call it a reunion. It really ain't no reunion, it's a get together.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a gathering, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us still speak. I still text Dre.
Yeah.
But we always knew it was something special. That's why back when ATLing was out, me and Dre used to hang every day when he had that Jeep. You know what I'm saying? We don't hang as much because he elevated to a level. I've elevated to a level. And I told everybody, each king had to go build their kingdoms so we can rule the empire. Because we are Dungeon family.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And what type of leader was Rico?
Oh man, you sure you got no film? Because I can go on for eons talking about Rico, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, listen. Without him, I don't even think we'll be doing this podcast. He opened up a lot of doors, not personally, but the fact that he trusted 20 brothers, maybe even more, because the Young Bloods and the Attic Crew, they was all in the dungeon at first. We used to have meetings at Piccadilly and Greenbrier Mall.
Okay.
And it was so many of us, but you had to be a trained assassin to remain in that dungeon. You had to be a mean motherfucker on that microphone.
Yeah.
Pardon my French and English.
Yes, sir.
You had to be a mean motherfucker. But they were so fire. They were like, man, we can't be held down. We going upstairs. Dungeon, Attic Crew.
Yeah.
You see what you see?
Yes, sir.
That's how that went.
Word.
Attic Crew. They the Attic Crew, we the Dungeon Rats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big Boy, Little Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's the song that you have on Concrete Law, Dungeon Rats, is one of my favorite songs. It's always been one of my favorite songs on that project.
Word. Shout out Wish, Dr. Cujo, Young Bloods, G-Rock, C-Smooth, all them guys, man. Yeah, them Dungeon Rats, man. The real rappers in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Real MCs.
For sure.
And people don't even be knowing.
Yeah. And so were the studio sessions just like straight friendly competition on a regular basis?
Oh,
like
yeah,
everybody
man,
trying to
I come
outspit
to
each
war
other?
every time, man. If you go back and look at all them features on them Dungeon Family albums, the Dungeon Family album and OutKast records that I rapped on, Goody Mo, I rapped first. Boy, you gonna have to shine. You gonna have to do something coming behind me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm the brightest star in the sky. I'm gonna do mine, the big one.
And you mentioned Tribe Called Quest,
Yeah.
Fooshnickens being some of the artists you were listening to.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite groups as well. And I got
Brand
to
Nubians.
actually interview Chip Fu from the
Oh, wow.
Fooshnickens recently
Wow.
for Off the Porch. But who were some of your other influences when you were coming up?
Well, we used to have the Fresh Fest. A lot of my true MCs, true ATL, and true Southerners know about the Fresh Fest. And LL, oh my God. Run DMC, can't nobody outperform them. My favorite group ever. Run DMC, LL, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'll play them three acts for the rest of my life, the best of my life. Man, them folks so talented.
Yeah.
LL for his straight charisma, his, you know what I'm saying, Run for his arrogance on stage. DMC for his articulation. Earth, Wind, and Fire for their melodic harmony. You know what I'm saying? And I fused all that together to create Backbone, Dr. Bartholomew Funk. That's who I am, which led me to write a complete album, completely sober, and recorded it in the morning. So the So the articulation on this new album is so tiered, I will be respected, even at this seasoned age, as one of the best MCs to ever do it.
Yes, sir.
Trust me, I believe that. Matter of fact, I know it.
Yeah.
But we're in the age of Aquarius, this age of knowing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nah, that's what's up. And we got to manifest this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, no,
speaking it, putting
everything
it out
I
there
talk come
in the
right.
atmosphere is so important.
Yeah, everything I talk come up.
Now, Your album, Concrete Law, you came out on Universal.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
How and, well, I guess, because I know OutKast was Arista.
Yes.
Was Goody Mob Arista as well?
Yes,
or?
they were. And Cool Breeze and Witch Doctor and Lil Will was on Interscope.
Okay.
That's the difference. Wu-Tang was a group. Dungeon Family is a conglomerate. We all had different management. We all had different entities. It wasn't a conflict of interest. It was just different interests. So my team believed I should be handled this way,
Yep.
blase and so forth. Yep. But because those guys were so big, they had a bigger say-so. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't respect certain parts of situations that other guys had going on. And in our mindset, as young men, testosterone and ego levels was so high that it caused indifferences, which was irrelevant. Now it's time to unify. Cause we ain't gonna get with one shot. People tell me all the time how we changed lives, how we dudes met their wives off certain songs.
Yes, sir.
I met a guy in a wheelchair, had my lyrics tattooed on his arms off I Refuse Limitations, off Goody Mob album. Like, we've changed people's lives. I wouldn't even met 2-3 of my girlfriends if I ain't rap, if it wasn't for this. You know what I'm saying? So I know how powerful we are, you know what I mean? So definitely, man, we definitely had a big influence on the whole, you know, the culture of, you know, hip hop in the South and globally.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
Definitely.
And OutKast transcended first with Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music.
Right.
Second, Goody Mob with Soul Food.
Right.
How inspiring was that, being a part of the collective and seeing that all of these ideas and this creativity that you guys were bringing was actually working, and on different levels, you know, like none of it sounded the same.
Right. The thing is, all of us were fire, but we were just rappers until OutKast came. But when OutKast came, they had management, they had hooks, they had structured songs that were ready to go. That was the difference. We would just have a rap. You know what I'm saying? We'd lay a verse. We didn't know what really no hook meant or nothing. We were just vicious MCs. You know what I'm saying? But OutKast came with structure. That's why they were able to jump off first. Plus Rico and Ray and Pat, shout out Organized Noise, they were looking for a younger act to put out first, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that happened. But other than that, all of fire. And it ain't a joker down them steps that can out rap me though. Just know that.
Yes, sir.
Know that. Cash money.
Man.
I got it on it.
Yes, sir. Nah, that's what's up, man. So 2001 comes and you drop your single, Still Bucking Like 5 Duce 4 Trey.
Right.
Now, how did your life change after your song, you know, lit up the city? You know, your video getting played on Rap City, and you know, and now now attention's on you, and your name's in the lights, and you know, all of that.
Well, what people don't know that is Get Rich to This was actually supposed to be slated as my first single. Yeah, that was my song originally.
Hey.
Right, that was my single. Imagine the girth I'd have had if Get Rich would have came out before 5 Duce. Okay, but universally inclined, Goody Mob wanted that song for their World Party album. But we used to go to the clubs, and OutKast had done went platinum, Goody Mob done went platinum, and we still can't get in the club in our own city? What's wrong with y'all? So I would be the one bucking. That's where it originally came from, but I put it in a dice analogy. I'm gonna steal bucking, because you know, if you throw 7 on the first roll or 4 tray on the first roll, you win. But as you go through life and you prove other points, you could also crap out with a 7 or a 5 Duce.
Absolutely.
But I'm coming right every time. You know what I'm saying? That was the analogy behind it. But as I grew in my humane aspect, I found that 7 is the number of spiritual completeness. How ironic is that?
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
And at an early age, I was, listening to Wu-Tang, and I thought I was a 5%er. So I
Right.
used to study the supreme mathematics and all of that. So,
Right.
7 is God.
Right. And you just taught me something. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for that lesson.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. I've been told folk I was the big one. I've been told it. You
Yeah.
just confirmed it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Praise
sir.
thus thee said the Lord.
Come on, man. So now the 7, like that can be your biggest win.
Right.
Or
your biggest loss.
Or your biggest loss.
Right, right. That's what it's
that
about.
duality, like it really matches life in the streets as well as in music.
And that's what Concrete Law was essentially about. Street life, you know what I'm saying? Because it was the first trap rap album in the city. You know what I'm saying? I spoke it from head to toe, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't come to play with them folk, man. When I was in there, I was articulating. I was in the, over straight, organized beats and other producers, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want them trap beats because I didn't feel the city was ready for that. When ultimately they were, but when you the first of something, you got to be the prototype. You know what I'm saying? So I was playing my album for some guys a couple of days ago. They were like, boy, you finna get these young nigga here. I said, boy, that's the first album. I ain't even put the new one on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They thought it was the new one. That's how undiscovered it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Untapped, I should say.
Yeah, untapped. And the music, like it's not dated where
Right.
you listen to it and
Right.
it's like, oh man, this from years ago. Like
Yeah,
it's still on point. I mean,
Right.
that's the dope part about the production that you guys, have and just the way that you guys were able to make songs
Right,
is
definitely.
that nothing sounds like it's dated. It all matches with what we
And that's one of the gifts that I have. I have the ear to pick timeless music because when I put a project together, I would construct the tracks to where they feel emotionally good to me. And once I get that emotional energy where that track could flow through 1 through 10, 1 through 13, 1 through 7, whatever it is, and I feel good, that's when I start letting the tracks talk to me. I don't write to the beat. I let the beat write to me.
Yeah.
I'm the canvas. Speak to me, universal spirits. Speak to me, Orisha. Speak to me, ancestors. You know what I mean? Speak to me. I want to hear what y'all got to say so I can leave something here for generations to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at my craft. I ain't come to play when it come to writing.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, I date everything. When they find these book of rhymes, 20, 30, 50,000 years from now, they be like, we have a book here from Backbone of the Dungeon family. Papers all crumbled up. Oh my God, these are relics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm still be living though.
Yes, sir.
I ain't going nowhere. I am eternal.
Absolutely.
Believe it.
And do you feel that through your career, you focus more on the artistry and being creative more than the business side of things?
Well, definitely the business first. Always the business.
Okay.
At this point. But initially it was the artistry.
Yes.
Because we didn't understand the business. But shout out Rico Wade, because he did send us to a publishing class early. All of us own our own publishing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We understood the business. We knew what an entertainment lawyer was. We knew what marketing was. We knew what promotion was. We knew what, mechanical writers, you know what I'm saying? We knew what that was initially. You know what I'm saying? So definitely the business, but I respect it more so now as the art form. I'm not trying to be on the radio. If some make it the radio, thank you, universe. However, my plan is to travel the globe and spread the message of positivity and intelligence and intellect as an MC. Just to let guys from other regions know that the South got real MCs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't just mumbling and we ain't just fumbling. You know what I'm saying? I stand up with the best of them. I was praying that I could open up their Roots tour, but I didn't get my album out. Not Roots, pardon me, Clips.
Okay.
I was praying that I could open up this Clips tour. It wasn't time. But guess what? It's time now.
Yes, sir.
So they can call me 446922096. I'm ready to hit the road.
Yeah.
I drive that Toyota anywhere. Yeah, I got 2004 Toyota, 200,000 miles on it. That song gonna run.
Hey, that
Shout out
thing,
Mr. DJ. He just dropped the other day too.
hey, that thing
Popping my
gonna,
shit.
that thing gonna go forever.
Oh yeah, that's why I ride it every day. Everything else parked.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it take $15. I can get it to you. How you got on my house? I drove, baby. Where we going? Roof Creek. Okay, let go. Then what we riding in? Yeah, girl, turn that heat seat on. Let go. Get your hot ass in here.
Now we were talking a little bit earlier about the One Music Fest,
Yes.
and the Dungeon Family reunion,
Yes.
which we know for you guys it isn't a reunion,
Right.
but for Atlanta,
Right.
for us fans,
Right.
it's the reunion. Because we all want to see you guys together,
United.
and that's that's what all of us fans want to see. But how much are you looking forward to this reunion concert at One Music Fest?
Well, this is what I do. I know how the show is set up. So I do my songs, and then I'll go out into the crowd just to watch, to see. Because I'm also a fan of these guys.
Yeah.
I love OutKast. You know what I'm saying? I love to see them together performing. I love to see Goody Mob performing together. You understand me? I love to see Witch Doctor do his thing and his rituals. I love to see Cool Breeze go up there and MC and command the crowd. I love to see Big Rude do his thing and speak to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that. I love to see Rico in the studio bobbing his neck, knowing when it's a hit. I love to see Ray tapping that machine. I love to hear Sleepy singing his melodies. I'm a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fan of it first. But to be a part of it, that's when I have to step outside of myself and say, thank you, God, for letting me be born at the exact moment to be a part of the immaculate Dungeon family.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I love your verse on Trans-DF Express.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember recording that song? Do you remember the vibe? Or do you
Yeah,
remember?
definitely. I wasn't on it originally, and L.A. Reid put me on that song. Because L.A. Reid always said he wanted to sign me, but it never happened. But Rico played the song as a single, and L.A. told him there was something missing. He was like, where's Backbone? And that made me proud, because I wasn't one of his artists. But he wanted to hear me on that song. You know what I'm saying? That's how I made it on that song.
Yeah.
And I killed it, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who'd changed the face of the game and brought it back if I do portray the alliance of elite MCs. I spoke those words.
Yes, sir.
That's why we're considered the alliance of the elite MCs. I spoke them words.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Nah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I know we some bad motherfuckers. I know. I know this.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. How do you feel Atlanta's role, in hip hop has evolved, like since you first came out?
Well, there's a lot more money involved. So they got more room to act a fool. You know what I'm saying? They can act a fool earlier. We had to, quote unquote, behave a little bit. We couldn't show out. I remember the record label telling me to take my sunglasses off so that people could see me. And every rapper behind me came out wearing shades. You know what I'm saying? Because when I got rated in the Source magazine, they gave me 3.5 mics, which was good back then, you know what I'm saying? But they said the message couldn't be from the Dungeon family because they taught this. I was like, well, I can't stand in the pulpit and preach to the people. I gotta be amongst the people. My message is amongst the people. So to see me going in the crowd to talk to the people, I can see where the message has transcended because the Hard Boys, myself, and Lil Baby, all from the same neighborhood. But people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Cascade, Oakland City. You know what I'm saying? Campbellton Road. You know what I'm saying? So I know I did my part. Hard Boys influenced me, and I guarantee you, Lil Baby heard some of my music. I went to school with his auntie at Brown High. You know what I'm saying? So I know she played my song 1 or 2 times. So I know he heard it. He may not be familiar with me directly, but I know he heard it. He know what it is.
Yeah.
I rock with Shawty.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I respect his talent right now.
Yes, sir. I could dig that. What's the new music that you got coming out? What you got in store for us?
Well, I just recently dropped Collection Plate, my new single. But we already know what the Collection Plate is. When you go to church, you pat it around, you asking for it.
Yeah.
But if you don't give it to me, we come to take it. Collection Plate, off the new album, Eternal the Flesh.
Okay.
It's the first single. It's out there right now, man. Rotate, man. That thing beating, man. You know what I'm talking about? Collection Plate.
Yes, sir. And what else you working on? What else you got coming up?
Whole lot of things, man. Books, short films, myself, more importantly. That's what I'm working on more so than anything. Myself. I got to get it together, man. I've been around here 5 decades and some change. I got 100 more to go. What am I gonna do for the next 100 years? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't be around here playing. I gotta love right. I gotta eat right. I gotta talk right. I gotta walk right. I gotta look right.
Yeah.
Well, I look right, ladies.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is,
you ain't the fat face no more.
well,
you know?
no, let me explain that. When I got the deal with Universal, they gave me a check. I went to the bank, cashed the check. The lady gave me these new fat face $100 bills. I didn't know what they were. I said, hey, I don't want that. That's fake money. She said, no, that's the new hundreds. I said, oh, okay. I went straight to Central Station with $50,000 in my pocket, and I called myself Fat Face $100 bill. That's where it come from. It had nothing to do with my anatomy.
Okay.
It was about them $100 bills. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still into the Fat Face now. Might be 200-300 of them, but I got them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where that come from.
Word. Okay.
Word.
Are there any upcoming collaborations or any features that you've been working on?
Well, being that I'm the best rapper alive, that don't mean you got to be the financially best. You know, I'm in different tax brackets as these other guys who they consider the great. But I'm the best. I really don't need nobody.
Yeah.
I would like to do some stuff with Ghostface, Raekwon, Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Q-Tip. You know what I'm saying? I would like to do something with these guys, but I don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm necessarily better, but I would just like to vibrate with those guys just to let the people know that I'm the same algebraic MC as those guys are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I ain't got nothing to prove. At this point, I ain't got nothing to prove because I'm out of my ego level. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in my confidence. I know I'm bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm bad. Who can touch me? Nobody.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And I challenge anybody except Young Dro. Like I said earlier, except Young Dro.
Young Dro be going crazy.
Yeah, he crazy. I can't fool with Shawty. Ryan down deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, that boy bad. He's an articulate guy.
Yes,
What
sir.
the there how though? You know
Yo,
what I
I could hear you doing something with Corrupt too.
yeah, that's my guy. Oh man, I'm an unofficial member of the Dog Pound.
Yeah.
Shout out Daz and Corrupt. No, they are unofficial members of the Dungeon family.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Not unofficial in a bad way, but you know what
I
I'm
know what
talking
you're
about.
saying.
Slated, they
Yeah.
deal
Like,
West Coast.
extended family.
Yeah, definitely. I'm Dog Pound like a motherfucker. Me and Corrupt hung out plenty of days at the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Yo, how do you balance honoring your legacy while pushing into like these new creative directions?
Well, you got to remain in character. And that's not meaning you acting. You have to remain humble within yourself and know who you are as an individual. Yes, I got flaws. I'm not perfect. I will slip. I will teeter over the line sometimes. But my character has to remain conscious of the bigger goal. So that's how I focus. I lock in on my forever. I say, does this make sense in the next 30 minutes? Not tomorrow, in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Did it make sense yesterday? No, it didn't. Learn that lesson, live with that lesson, and go get your blessing. Bars.
Yes, sir. And what would you say is one of the biggest life lessons that you've learned so far?
Stay in the way. Folk be saying, I want to stay out the way. Stay in the way. But let these folks see it. The sun don't have no problem shining. Even when it's raining, it's a cloudy day. Get what that sun doing? Shining. It's just stuff in its way right now. But as soon as that storm breaks, here I come.
Yeah.
Even at night. Could be a dark night, but that moon gonna shine.
Yeah.
You understand? Be your light, man, within yourself. Be your light within yourself. Shine brightly from within. Go inside. People gonna look at you funny. They gonna not like you because it's something they lack that you possess. I don't have no haters. They hate something about themselves. Cause I tell motherfuckers all the time, I love you. They be mean mugging, man, take the frown off your face. Man, how you doing? Man, I love you, brother. What's happening? You know what I'm saying?
I know that throw
Yes,
somebody for a
definitely.
loop. Like, wait, what?
Definitely. They never heard these things. Like I
Yeah.
mentioned earlier, they never heard these things. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change.
Yeah.
I could be the new Jesus Christ. I don't know. But somebody might believe that 10, 15,000 years from now.
Yeah.
Gotta put it down.
What keeps you motivated to keep creating after 25 plus years in the game?
Well, gotta keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean be creative in a rap sense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I'm doing with these fish fries. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it become a business. You know what I'm saying? So I want to one day brick and mortar it. But I have to have the right people around me that also believe in that goal. Because if you don't believe in it, you can get out around me.
Yeah.
That's serious. Because I see something. And I have the type of vision, I can see through brick walls. I used to watch Super Friends, so I believe I'm a superhero, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can fly, I just can't take off yet. But I can fly, you know what I'm saying? So I know I got great ideas, great visions, because everything that I think about, not even talk to nobody else about, I see another artist doing it. A lot of things.
Yeah.
Big artists, Grammy-winning artists. And I thought of that myself. But the universe gave it to me, but I didn't act upon it. So I had to build a team around me. Shout out my people at Plateau Entertainment Group. I had to build a team that also believes. And we not the one that really don't, but the one that go hard for me and with me, not just for me, with me. Because I tell them all the time, you walk in Kroger, everybody's shirt say Kroger, but they name tags individualize them. So if this whole thing say Backbone, you still who you are. If you go out and make a deal, that's your deal. Pay me. You don't have to. I don't have to pay you for finding something that you found.
Right.
You did that. You handle that. Just pay me because you had on a shirt that said the Backbone brand. You know what I'm saying? You use this to go get that. Equal opportunity employer. That's what I am.
Yeah. And they say that now in this age of music, you know, you hear a lot of artists saying that music isn't really paying, but it's those outside businesses, you know, you gain your popularity through the music,
Right.
your celebrity through the music, and then you use that
Right.
to create other businesses. Outside of music, are you working on other businesses? I see you with the merch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Branding is definitely important, man. I make sure I stay connected inside and out because I always pick up the phone and I'm talking to this entity, that entity. Being under that Dungeon Family moniker, giving people ideas. But at this point, it's like they don't believe it because I'm not the other guys. Idea big, but because they don't see it. So I said, okay, let me go out here and create my empire. Let me rule over my universe. Let me become God in my aspect of my universe. You understand? Then y'all gonna come running to me, asking me what I got, because I know what I'm doing. I see it. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, short nobody. If I owe you some money, I'm gonna pay you. I ain't got it right now, but I'm gonna get it. But what I'm saying is, the ideas, you have to incorporate yourself first, then you can become a corporation. You have to incorporate to cooperate. Bars.
If you could go back to 2001, you know, when you dropped your first album and when 5 Duce for Trey, you know, was buzzing, what advice would you give Backbone in 2001 from the knowledge that you've gained today?
Build a stronger team. Know more about the business, except the surface level parts, but know more about the business, you understand? And build a stronger team. Have people around you, like I mentioned earlier, that supports your vision and are unselfish enough or selfless enough to go out and articulate your vision. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be around here thinking it's all about you. You got to look to the left, you got to look to the right and be like, so how you think I should do this? It ain't my way or the highway. It's my driveway, but you can park along the street. I'm welcoming all visitors, you know what I'm saying? So I would tell myself, learn more of the business, be more, you know, attentive with understanding this aspect of the business and that aspect of the business, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How do you feel that you've evolved as an artist and as a man since you first came into the game?
Well, as I've grown these past 5 decades, I can say that my mindset, the way that I look at love, the way I look at my finances, the way that I eat, the way that I think, the way that I actualize my next step. Because I know I could do something that would be detrimental to my next 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that, like I mentioned, that I internalize. I look inside of myself first to make sure. People always say, something told me not to do that. That's not something, that's God. We've forgotten that aspect. So I would look at myself and say, God, what is it? And when God give it to me, that's how I move, you understand me? That's how I move, cause whether it's, like I said, love, finances, business, whatever, I'm always gonna take it to the Most High first.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
And, you know, we're in this social media age
Oh,
now.
Lord.
Everybody's streaming.
Oh, Lord.
It's a million podcasts out here.
Lord.
Everybody got a mic in front of themselves.
Right.
How do you feel that you have adapted, or have you adapted to all the, you know, new age media, technology, and everything that comes, you know, with life and, you know, being in the music game these days?
Well, it's hard for me, man. I'm a direct-to-consumer type guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like to go out there and shake hands, kiss babies, and make love to baby mamas. That's what I like doing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go out here and just be talking to no camera. If you wasn't sitting behind this camera, I wouldn't be just sitting nowhere talking to no camera. Who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
I'm guessing somebody gonna hear me. I like direct connection, man. Ain't nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the age we living in. People like, oh, you gotta get into it. No, I don't. No, I don't. Look how many conversations we have about 3,000. And that man don't even touch a telephone.
Yeah.
You understand? Why do you need it? Kendrick Lamar, he ain't posting every day. One of the biggest in the world. That's PR and marketing, of course, but it's also their integrity. If I could have that same integrity, my crowd right now may not be as big, but I do have people that honor and admire the way that I move through life respectfully. Because I don't even talk to humans from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m., no contact. I don't talk to my mother, maybe a significant other. I will say good morning if I'm courting a young lady. But other than that, I know I got to be prepared for the young lady that's at the counter at churches with the rude attitude. I don't want to be mad at her when I walk in there and she, man, what you want? Damn, that's how you gonna greet me? And I regurgitate that same energy. I revert back to that morning where I was like, okay, I'm gonna have some conflict today. How will you handle this conflict? I'm focused on that. I work on that every day because I got the attitude of a damn rattlesnake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I bite.
Now, respectfully, the two artists that you named are two of the greatest ever.
Right.
You know, they're an anomaly
Right.
in this whole thing.
Right.
So to be successful, and especially in entertainment,
Right.
you do have to be in front of this camera and deliver content, you know, and stay consistent with it. So, you know, I definitely, I feel like you do have to find a happy medium
Right.
between, you know, like maybe not exposing everything in your life, not putting everything out there, but then still being able to deliver
Right.
to your fans, to your
Right.
audience, you know, that type of content that they want to see.
Right. Yeah, you definitely have to at a certain level.
Yeah.
At a certain level, you have to. You know what I'm saying?
But you say you ain't rocking with it.
But I'd be like, man, all right,
Yeah.
I'll do it. But these are things I wanted to do. I wanted to be on this podcast. I wanted to sit down and talk to you.
Yes, sir.
To compliment what you doing, because I've been following you for years, even before you started this
Oh yeah.
element of hip hop.
Nah, for sure. I mean, you
You know
was
what I'm
one.
saying?
I mean, you were one of the first people to show me love when I was working at Def Jam
Right.
and doing all the Big Boys digital marketing
Right.
and working with him on the Sir Lucius Left Foot album
Right.
and you know and those projects. And then when I got laid off from Def Jam, you know, Big hired me and kept me working, going to film his son's football games,
Right.
to
Right.
going out on the road when
Right.
OutKast did their reunion tour, and
Right.
I was able to go and film all the behind the scenes from those shows.
Right.
Even what was it? I think it was like the first OutKast reunion show that was maybe like in 2016 or
2014.
something. 2014, yes, when they did like the 3 days in a row.
yeah.
You know, being back there and filming all of that. So, you know, you were somebody who, I swear, you, Rico, and C-Bone were always people who embraced me to a high degree, and we had and have maintained relationships through the years,
Right.
whether I've been working with Big or not.
right.
You know, we remain friends, remain
Definitely.
partners, you know, and all that. So
Definitely.
I definitely, you know, want to thank you just for always being a real one, because, you know, y'all was my heroes. You know what I mean? Like when I was coming up you know, like coming up in hip hop and wanting, aspiring to work in this.
Right.
When you dropped 5 Deuce 4 Trey, I was in college, bro.
Okay.
And I was bumping this shit heavy.
Right.
You know, so then to be able to get to a point where I could then work with you guys
And appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So nah, man. So it's always been love, man. It's always been high levels of respect between you and me. You know, from the start. So
Most definitely. Thank you. Likewise, reflected.
yeah, nah, for sure, bro. So you said that you got the collection plate. Is that out or that's coming out?
About to hit the road and do a little marketing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, go shake a few hands and get it in people's face, man. You know what I mean? Book a few venues, do my own shows. I ain't waiting on nobody to book me, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost you if you do though.
Hey.
I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm gonna book my own show, go out here and let the people know that I'm back. I ain't scared to hit the road, you know what I'm saying? I got my team around me, you know what I'm saying? My dream surrounds me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to get out here and do it, man. It feels like the first time again, you know what I'm saying? Even at this seasoned age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm back because like you said earlier, it's an appreciation for the art form, because this is an art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just paint on a different canvas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And now we at a point in the game where I feel like the fans are appreciating the artists, you know, the legacy artists, or,
Yeah.
you know, artists that were, you know, coming out, you know, in the early 2000s and all of
Right.
that. People are appreciating that now. There was at one point an ageism in hip hop where, you know, if you over the age of 40, then it looks
It's like it's over.
it's over. You washed up
Right.
if you still rapping.
Right.
But now we seeing all of our you know, legendary artists continuing to drop music and tell these stories and just share their perspective with us, you know, which, you know, us fans, we want that.
Right.
And I hope and have, you know, have aspirations that 3 Stacks will one of these days get inspired and get back on that microphone, because he was somebody who I know in some interviews was saying that he didn't feel like he could talk about these things that he's going through at the age that he's going through. But I feel like now it's showing that people want these artists, you know, people want like these real stories.
Right.
People want that real content in the music. It's been missing for so long. And so I feel like we at a great point in hip hop where the young generation, the younger artists have their voice, their audience, and can, you know, release and do what they're doing. And then I feel like people in the older age or the older generation, I hate saying it like that because I don't want it to sound disrespectful,
Seasoned.
but the seasoned artists, the legacy artists have room to also drop music and the fans want to hear it.
Right. You got to think about it though. Everybody's their own human being. Everybody's being human in their own aspect. Now, me, I've always been straightforward. I'm a show out. I like to show out. But some humans don't, you know, they can't handle that. And Dre happens to be one of those people. He don't like all that raw, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to be famous, because that ain't what we started out to do. We didn't start out because it wasn't that type of ideology when we came out.
Yeah.
We just wanted to say something. We had to prove a point. And we thought we was just gonna come out, sit on the shelf, do our thing. Boom, we ain't know them motherfuckers finna be the #1 motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
He had no idea. So when all that hit, you know what I'm saying? It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
But we gotta respect the fact that he's human. And humans have emotion.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We don't know how it hit him. Well, I do, because I talk to him every now and then. But what I'm saying is, you got to respect the fact that he is human.
Yeah.
He has emotions. And it's selfish of us to want him to do something that he's no longer in love with.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in love with it. I want to have children by rap music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is I want to keep creating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And watch what Concrete Law births, because that birthed Eternal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eternal is going to birth something else. Whether I be rapping or not. Okay, I understand, like when I'm 70, I can't be sitting in the studio trying to do rhymes. But you have to be such a genius at creating music. Okay, we know what rhythm is, our generation, even though we'll be seasoned more. I can take a 5-track, say 4 bars, but because of the work I put in earlier, in our seasoned age, those 4 bars would mean a lot to the people that supported me for the past 30, 40 years. You see what I'm saying? The same way Dre took that flute, the people who got it, they got it. A lot of people were so selfish, they wanted to hear him rap. But he needed something to settle him down, to put him back in his jar. He was already expansive, you know what I'm saying? Home ain't with that. That's why he still water that laundromat, wash your clothes in public, play that flute with no haircut until it became something.
Yeah.
Genius. So I'm gonna keep rhyming because it's becoming something.
Yeah.
And when you hear this new album, man, starting with Collection Plate, some of my best work ever I wrote over the age of 50.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Definitely looking forward to hearing it.
Yes, sir.
Backbone, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Well, salute to the almighty DF. Long live Miss Wade. Long live Rico Wade. Forever and ever. Amen.
Yes, sir. Backbone. Appreciate you pulling up, jumping off the porch with us.
When you come through him, this sucker MC say he looking for me. Tell him ain't that, is you the police? When I put the mic down, they say they found